Peace, love, solidarity, and respect. Welcome to another A.G.M perspective. How you doing, family? It's good. All right. I think today's topic is get ready, stay ready. And what I mean by that is, okay, we've been covering the defense aspect of building the nation. But we got 5 things that we have to deal with as far as self-empowerment. We got 5 issues that's plaguing the Black community. And we're going to deal with them one at a time. The first one we all know, and it's been highly publicized and covered, is police genocide. Now, we understand that, and I didn't really want to talk about white supremacists, but white supremacy is tied into everything. So even though you don't want to really cover white supremacy, you can't avoid it. So now we got police genocide in the community where innocent people are being slaughtered by white supremacists. Masquerading as police officers. And when I say masquerading, I mean they perpetrating a fraud. They just using police as a cover. They were sworn to uphold the law, but yet they break the law. Manufacturing evidence. Covering wrong when they know it's wrong. But yet they want to seem righteous. What's the difference between them and the common criminal? Nothing. But yet, white supremacy embraced these people. When they peel a brother's wig back, they get congratulated and treated like they're some kind of heroes when they get back to the ranch. We have to address this problem. We are not lambs going to the slaughter. We are people. I don't know if it's fear or they're trying to put the fear game down to suppress Black development. I'm not sure what it is, but I do know that it got to stop. These things are affecting all of us across the board. Affecting all of us. So the police killings must stop. Senseless murders. These are not justified homicide. These are hits. Then you have mass incarceration. Brothers that don't have lawyers have to take or being defended by public defenders who are paid by the prosecutor office do not give our people any defense. What they are is coerced into taking a plea deal, which is long-range sabotage, because when they take the plea deal, they get felonies on their jacket. After they do their time, they go back into the community, facing the same problems. They perpetrate a crime to get money, go back in front of the judge, public defender, take a plea deal. Now they got 2 felonies. So whatever they got the first time, usually that time will double. So now this results in loss of voting rights, loss of gun rights, loss of rights as a normal citizen to obtain employment. When people see or know that you've been to jail and you're a felon, they treat you like an outcast. They don't respect you. So if you can't provide employment for yourself and be self-employed, then you really have to settle for some job that nobody else wants to do, which is no job at all. So there's pitfalls and traps. Somebody might say, well, they could get it if they would have got a job just like everybody else. Think about it. The system is not designed for everybody to make it. If everybody could make it, then so many people would not be in jail. There's only so many jobs available. Which goes into something else. Economical empowerment, access to wealth. To make things happen, we need money. But we need collective revenue to invest in different things that will benefit all of us. We have to get out of this singular mentality, whereas we only think for self. We always got to think as a collective. Because what affects one affects all. And that's how we have to keep looking at things. One global family. With self-empowerment and access to wealth, we have access to the political arena. Whereas we can fund certain politicians to pass certain laws that are in our best interests. We can't keep expecting our opposition, people that don't look like us, to have our best interests at heart. The way I see it is like this. For them to help us, I mean truly help us, is for them to equal the playing field. And I don't see that. In all reality, I don't see that. I don't see that happening at all. So we need access to wealth. We need our own banks, our own financial lending institutions, which goes into something else, gentrification. We need to access wealth to buy back our neighborhoods, and open up our own shops in our own neighborhoods. Discouraging the Chinese, the Hindus, or whoever else that just come in our neighborhoods, extract the money, send it back to their motherland, and don't put back nothing into the community, into the black community. We can't keep allowing that. We're doing ourselves a disservice. We have a spending power of $1.3 trillion that's not being reinvested back into the black community. These dollars are going elsewhere. These dollars is being used against us. Gentrification. Instead of moving out the neighborhood because the neighborhood is run down, self-empowerment and access to wealth, we can buy the community, and then we could set up our own private security to guard the community, which is all lawful. We have to get ready, stay ready. We have to educate our own youths, because the education and the quality of education they're receiving by the opposition who controls the curriculums, they're made into mental slaves. They learn servitude instead of entrepreneurship. Their education is being whitewashed. So subliminally, they're being made to think that they're inferior based on the whitewashing. Everything they discovered, everything they invented. No acknowledgement of black people, or if there is, it's very few and far in between, damn near minuscule. Miseducation is a problem. And that Bible is a main tool made to make people docile. Psych ops. Miseducation. It took off the shackles and chained the mind. Education, miseducation stunts your growth. Miseducation makes you a slave to their system. It doesn't teach you how to think out the box and be a free thinker. It teaches you to be a slave of white supremacy. We have to do better, people. We have to have everything for us, and we have to support it. Whether it be transportation, whether it be banks, whatever. Clinics, we have to support our own. Train yourselves to support black. Spend your money as best as possible with your own in your community. People who are going to reciprocate and reinvest into the community, not take out and then disrespect you. We have to do better because we know better. Race is a contest. Race is a contest. We have to move more intelligently, do away with the emotion, and think logically. We have to think long term. We have to set goals and meet the goals. We have to get access to wealth. Well, we do have the wealth, 1.3 million annually. But this wealth has to be invested wisely. It has to be a collective effort. White supremacy is around every corner, waiting to ambush us. Ready to proffer laws that take away our rights. When they see you succeed in one area, they try to implement things that make it more difficult for the next people who come along to succeed. The only way they let you prosper, or it appears as if you prospering, because when you're making $1, they're making 100, is if you are making them money. That's the only way they tolerate you. I look at all these big basketball players with their contracts. They can't even say what they want. All these celebrities, they can't even say what they want. If they have a contract, a closed contract, or a sneaker contract, they can't wear what they want. They become slaves. They're owned by the corporations. For the love of money. People want better for their families, so they're willing to sacrifice themselves to elevate their family. I get it. I get it. But what I'm saying is, just like you have ball players, we need more owners. Try to be on top of the game. Try to be the ones who own the arenas. And if they don't want to let us in, we have to pool our money and build our own. We got to do better, people. It's more than just self-defense. And I salute all the brothers on the front line and the sisters fighting for liberation of our people. I salute you. Salute. But like I said, we have 5 major obstacles in our community that if we come together and come with viable solutions, we can solve these problems. Because I've come to understand is there are no problems, only solutions. Freedom, justice, and equality. That's our goal. Self-empowerment. Know better, want better. Do better. Nobody want to be the bottom of the totem pole, bottom of the food chain. We're better than that, people. We're better than that, family. Let's pool this money together. Spend in the black community. Boycott them stores who's not moving in our best interests, who are not reinvesting in the community. Empower black people. Support black businesses. That's one of the most revolutionary things that you can do. Everybody is not a soldier, but everybody could play a part in the revolution. We all have our parts to play. We all have our parts to play. Step up. Step up. Train yourselves. I know you're hooked on going to the Chinese because it's convenient and the prices are low. But man, the Chinese, we can't go open up no stores in Chinatown. We can't go to China and open up nothing. They don't reinvest into the black community. But everybody is in the black community siphoning money. The same way they in Africa, robbing the resources and taking it back to build up their countries. We can't be fools, man. We can't keep going for the same old okie doke. They can't keep playing us like knuckleheads, man. We're not knuckleheads, man. The same thing that they're doing in the black community, they're doing on the continent. The first thing white supremacists said, if you don't like it in America, go back to Africa. Yeah, but you're all over there in Africa trying to steal the resources to build your country. You got these dudes with batteries for the cars. Man, paying, financing coup in people's country to get rid of certain leaders that's stopping them from raiding the resources. They paying private armies to overthrow governments so that they could have their way. Gangsterism, man. I'm not going to call no names, but I'm telling you, they need lithium for them electric cars and different components and minerals that they get from certain countries. And for them to make a huge profit, they got to get it dirt cheap. So they find it convenient to overthrow leaders and put in a puppet. That way they have a free reign. They can do whatever they want. We got to do better, people. Mass incarceration, man. You got some of the little brothers behind bars. They don't even have a baby. They haven't even made a baby yet. And they got 50 years. And they keep building more prisons and more prisons and more prisons. But they're not investing in preventive measures. They just keep building more prisons and more prisons. And they put these prisons in areas where their people are located to provide jobs for their veterans. Because most of those COs and correction officers are vets. They playing us, people. They playing us. You got to turn off that TV, turn off that Facebook, and start paying attention to what's going on around us. We're being played, man. And we got these weak leaders that's selling us out. Paid to lead us astray. Judas ghosts. It's real. It's real, people. It's real. We got to come together. These laws, crack versus powder, same drug. But yet the black man would get so much times, more time for the same amount. That's not just. That's not fair. That's white supremacy. But if we don't have anybody fighting for us in politics, and we keep voting for these clowns that don't have our best interests at heart, and we're to blame for that. They give you two choices, Mutt and Jeff, and we got to pick one of the two. Nah, I'm not picking none. Until I could get some money together, support campaigns, get some promises, put certain people in the right position where they need to be to affect change, then we saying something. Then we could expect something. But voting for these jokers over and over and over, wanting them to do the right thing, all we're going to keep getting is disappointment. All we're going to keep getting is a kick in our ass. All we're going to keep getting is these people forgetting about us after election, selling us a dream that ends up into a nightmare. Mass incarceration, miseducation, gentrification, access to wealth, and economical empowerment, police genocide. We get massacred out there. And yet they don't want us to pick up arms and defend ourselves. Cover-ups. Investigative coaching the killer police. How can you have a department investigating itself? That don't make no sense. But yet, that's what's taking place with Breonna Taylor. So we got a barrel of rotten apples conspiring to cover up a senseless murder. And it's not going to happen, people. We got to keep the light shining and the attention on it. We got to put the press on them. Keep the pressure on them. That's the only thing they understand. If it wasn't for NFAC shedding light on the situation, they'd have been swept that under the rug. Then they want to come with this drug dealer. I don't care if he was the till of the Hun. You don't have license to kill another human being when you deputized to serve the people and protect the rights of the people. Don't come with that smear campaign that's not even factual, to play on people's emotion, to make it seem like these people deserve what they got. And we're not going for that no more, man. We know your old tricks, man. Cause chaos and mayhem, and then you act like you're the savior. Nah. Come again. It's a new day. It's a new day. Come better than that. We got brothers trying to get to the truth. They want the truth to come out. And y'all covering it up. What does that tell me? You have no honor. You have no respect. You have no right. You wearing that uniform. And the other people in the department who know what's going on and is not saying anything is complicit. Y'all just as guilty. This is what we up against, people. This is what we up against. Get ready, stay ready. We got to defend everything we build. We got to defend our neighborhoods. We know there was more than one Black Wall Street, and what happened to all of them? Destruction, based on lies. This is the modus operandi. A lie to justify the chaos and mayhem that they initiate. He whistled at a white woman. That's justification to burn down and kill and burn down a whole town and kill so much people. And then you want to call us barbaric? Come on, people. They like that blame game. They like playing that psychological ops. They like trying to make you feel like you the bad one. Like you not thinking correct. Like they got it all figured out. They got all the stats. Like stats can't be manipulated. We got to do better, people. Because they're not going to do it for us. Solidarity, unity. One family. What happened to one happened to all. Think global, not local, not regional. Think global. One family, a collective. In Portugal the other day, white supremacists gunned down a black man. Left 3 kids behind. Threatened the man didn't take it serious. Came back like 3 days after, aired the man out. 3-4 shots. Took him out. It's not just happening in America. It's happening all over the world. You're suffering the same afflictions from the same people, from that same mindset. We're one people. Though we come in many hues, we melanated people. Like I said before, don't focus on what separates us. Don't focus on the religious ideology of some people. Focus on the bigger picture. Focus on the solidarity, the union. Focus on self-empowerment. Focus on nation building. Focus. Put away the distractions. Focus. Like I said, this whole thing with race is a contest for domination. Everybody wants to rule. Everybody wants to be in a seat of control. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. But we got to put in the work. There's work to be done. With solidarity, we could accomplish everything and anything. I love you, people. Stay focused. One love. If you like the content and you want to see more of this platform, hit the like button, hit the notification button, or subscribe. Peace.